Hello there everybody, welcome to another video, another live video. On today's video I'm gonna be changing the oil and the oil filter in this car. This is a Lexus 400H, RX400H, the SUV version. So just keep me some company. Shouldn't take me too long, hopefully, well, an hour or so, just to checking levels and things. Topping up some levels, topping up the screen wash fluid, and checking the coolant. This particular car has two coolant tanks, one for the hybrid, one for the engine. And let's have a look if I can also, I just changed the air filter in this car. Changing the air filter in this car is not really too difficult. That's the air filter that was there, looking a little bit dirty now. This is a blueprint, by the way. This is a ADT 32294. I have a video, so I made a video of it, and you can have a look. Just search my channel and you will find how to change this air filter. So don't forget to subscribe, obviously. I'm pretty sure you'll find your car in one of my videos. So I'm going to dispose of this now, because now the car has a brand new one. Today is a really horrible day. It's really cold and it's raining, and maybe just perfect to be doing this car. So I'm just going to move the car a little bit. This is an old RX400H. It's a 2007. These cars really suffer with corrosion underneath. This is the oil filter I'm going to be using for this car, an ADT 32108. And so it's a metal one. Blueprint So I do like, I like using Blueprint. It's quite good for, it's a good fit for these cars, Japanese cars. And as I was saying, this is an old RX400H. And although it's a really good car, you know, brutally reliable like the Toyotas, I mean, you could say it's a Toyota, right? But the only issue with this car is that it suffers with a lot of corrosion, and so the chassis is a little bit corroded. Anyway, I'm gonna top up some screen wash fluid, and then we'll move on to checking the coolant. Right, I need to get some screen wash fluid. Right, I'm back. I just went to get some screen wash fluid. Not this one. I just have a container for this one, but make sure you put proper screen wash fluid on your car. Otherwise, if you just put water, it's gonna freeze in winter. Here in winter, it's kind of cold at the moment, but if we get 0 temperature, then it can freeze if it's only water. So put some screen wash fluid. I guess this one costs, buy 2 for £13. This is from this isn't from Tesco's, but the person that previously bought it from Tesco's. And this is 5 litre ready to use. So screen wash fluid in this car goes here. Right, that's topped up and ready. Now with this gadget here, this is a Worth gadget. It sort of measures the antifreeze percentage in your car, any car. So obviously we have a Lexus here today, but you could check any car. Now on this can be a little bit difficult to suck some of it. Coolant, but anyway, that's what we want to do. We suck some coolant in here. So what this device does, it basically measures the temperature at which this coolant would freeze, and it's showing us -24 more or less. So that means the temperature outside would have to be -24 or below for this coolant to freeze, so that's okay. Although most cars these days that I check are usually at -30, -35. But the reason for that also is because the coolant protects your engine from corrosion. And if you only have, again, only water in here or not enough coolant, that liquid can freeze and damage your engine. Or if you haven't got enough coolant, your engine also is at risk of corrosion. And also they say you should change the coolant. Anyway, there is another coolant tank in this car. It's this one here. Not that we can see it, but this one here. This coolant is for the hybrid system. So we can also check that. Okay, my phone is ringing. ¿Aló? ¿Aló? Condorito, ¿cómo es? Violín. ¿Aló? Violín, ¿me escuchas? Violín. ¿Aló? ¿Me escuchas? ¿Aló? Hello? Violín? I'm gonna have to call back, but anyway, if you see here, this is -40 here. So this tank here is for the hybrid system, is rated at -40. So that means, again, this coolant for it to freeze, it will have to be like below -40. And on the side, just on the side here, it's a little like a gap there. You can check the level of that coolant. Anyway, I'm going to close this. I'm gonna put that away. Now we can move on to doing the oil and the oil filter. Hello? Cóndor. ¿Me escuchas? ¿Me escuchas o no?
Ahora sí te escucho.
Allá. Bueno, la señal no está muy bien aquí.
¿Todo bien?
Sí, todo bien. ¿Tú?
¿Estás trabajando?
Sí. ¿Me escuchas o no? ¿Aló?
Te estás cortando.
Ah,
¿Estás haciendo films?
sí. Sí. Sí, estoy haciendo.
Bueno, no se te oye nada, de todas maneras. Es ok.
Ah, ok. ¿Ya estás yendo a la casa?
¿Tú me oyes?
Sí, yo te oigo. Yo te oigo. ¿Aló? Aló.
¿No me oyes?
Sí, yo te oigo. Te oigo. Right. My phone line is, the signal here is terrible. Anyway, so oil and oil filter. So I warmed up this engine a little bit, and now the first thing I'm going to do is just open the oil filter cap that's sitting just there. I'm just going to open it and leave it there. Let it be there for the time being. That just allows some air into the system while we drain the oil from underneath. It's kind of it's kind of raining in here as well. Right, let me put this thing in here. Because I'm gonna get the car up. It's on the ramp. I need a new device for holding my phone. Right, anyway, time to get the car up, drain the oil from underneath, and also change the oil from underneath. But like I said, this car suffers with a lot of corrosion, so I'm expecting some really corroded screws. So just having a quick look at the discs and pads on the side. And the tires. And just want to make a note of a couple of things here. Right. Just gonna check the tire depth with this little gadget. This tire only has 3 mils. I think my front tires need replacing. I mean, they are 3 millimeters but of thread, but they are a little bit low. Right, let's drain some oil. And change the filter. What is everybody doing this morning? I'm in London, by the way, so it's afternoon now. It's raining outside and inside the garage. Where are you guys located? Anyone that's joining? Or what is anyone doing? You guys are working, not working? I'm only freezing to death here, but I need some heaters, which I don't have yet. Maybe I need to get some. So I'm gonna remove the filter, drain the oil. This is the new filter here, the blueprint. But to remove the old one, we need something like this. I just need the right size one. Which for whatever reason I don't seem to have. Although those are not usually tight because they are hand tight, but still. Oops. I've got a kit here. No, you can't really see, but technically this one fits. That is 7314, the size of that socket for the oil filter. Just removing the oil filter. Right, now I'm gonna drain the oil. Open the sun plug bolt. Sun plug bolt should be like a 14 mil size. This is 13. I have a 14 mil right here. I'm gonna drain the oil. oil is looking rather black. So trying to take the old copper washer out of here. So I can get a new one that fits, hopefully. Got a new one. Perfect size. My power pack stopped working. Luckily I have a spare one, but anyway, prepare our oil filter. Just put a little bit of grease on that O-ring, so it's nice and lubricated. When we come back to it next year, it's not gonna be tight. Gonna put my new filter in, but first I'm gonna clean the surface where that sits on. Just remember I had a light here on my head, which helps helps me see. Okay, filter is on, hand tight, but look at the corrosion on this car. If you see the subframe here, it's got a lot of corrosion, and I've seen the same on all the Lexus RX. So something to have a look at if you're buying one of those. I mean, there's not much you can do about it. It's not, the subframe is not weak as such, but it does have corrosion. It may be, in time it could be weakened by the, so I can show you a little bit the corrosion around here. But it's still a solid piece, obviously, but in time this subframe will corrode enough that it won't, you wouldn't be, well, you probably have to weld it or change it or get a new subframe, but by the time that happens, this car will probably get scrapped, to be fair. I think the best option in this case scenario would be to start putting some protection, some underbody protection, or that corrosion converter, so you can start protecting. I mean, if you have the same similar car or this kind of condition of corrosion, if you wanted to protect your car, you could add some protection, some stuff that it will protect from further corrosion, basically. So yeah, this car, it's even these plates here. So these plates are covers that go around the disc, but you can see the hole here where it's corroded. This isn't exactly a problem as such, but it's nothing to do with the chassis or the strength of the car. But the thing is, this piece here actually is falling apart, but it's a very expensive part to replace in this car. I have a feeling we did the rear ones on this car, and they were like £400 each. And then you need to dismantle the entire hub area thing to change it. So, although Lexus are really good cars, this particular model is let down by the corrosion, unfortunately. Otherwise, engine-wise and transmission and whatnot, it'll probably go forever without any issues. And saying that again, depends where you live. Obviously, if you live in a hot country, maybe you don't suffer so much with this corrosion stuff. But this particular one here in London should have been protected from the beginning to avoid this. Anyway, oil has drained, oil filter has been changed. I'm just going to clean the area where the oil has dripped. Okay, now I'm gonna put the cover back on. Would be nice if it could stop raining here. Yeah, I guess I have to get the roof fixed. Sun plug bolt with a new copper washer. You could torque that to up to 35 Newton meters or 38 Newton meters. Rinse the area. Brake cleaner fluid. Very good. Well, yeah, brake cleaner. This is very good for cleaning oil and rinsing oil and things like that. Obviously, it's used for cleaning brake fluid and stuff when you're doing brakes and whatnot, but it's also very good for many other applications. Okay, we're pretty much ready to lower this car and put it and top up some oil. Right, I was just spraying some of that underbody stuff that is for cars. Just what I was talking about. I just remember I had a little bit left, so just applying a little bit to this subframe to sort of prevent it from corroding. I mean, since it already has corrosion, it'll probably just keep corroding, but perhaps at a slower rate. Just lowering the car now, and we can top up some oil. This car takes 4.7 liters. I'm gonna use 5W30. Time to top up some oil. I have to prepare my oil. Hello, Dead Goats Racing, how are you? I'm just here freezing to death, but I'm doing the service on this Lexus, which is a bit corroded. Right, I got 4 liters, and then I have to add the 0.7. Yep. Though I use 5W30, I think they also recommend 0W20. But I think 0W20 for the UK might be a little bit too thin. I mean, Lexus themselves recommended me to use 5W30, and that was on a Lexus CT200H actually, so the newer version. So Lexus said don't use 0W20 because it's a bit too thin and it starts blocking the EGR valve. But having said that as well, I had a comment on another car and somebody said they use 0W20. They've been using it all the time and never had a problem. So I guess it can also depends on your driving, how you drive, right? I mean, not how you drive as a person, but what journey do you do? Like if you make motorway journeys, the engine is usually kept a bit cooler. If you're in traffic all the time, your engine is constantly running at higher temperatures. So those things will influence how the oil is being used. Right, I need 0.7 liters now. Where is my... Okay. For my 0.7. That's it, pretty much finished here. But what oil do you guys use? I mean, I use Castrol or Mobile, Quantum, or there is another oil called liquid moly. To be fair, I very rarely use liquid moly, but apparently it's good oil, so maybe using it a little bit more in next services. But always use Castrol. But Castrol got a bit expensive as well now. It's quite expensive oil. Right, just preparing my oil for next time. It's a good idea to... What I have found is to avoid problems in the long run with your car, it's a good idea to change the oil every year. So kind of regardless of the mileage, unless you do a lot of miles, obviously. If you do 20,000 miles a year, it's probably better to change your oil every 6 months. So every 10,000 or so miles. But if you did only 3,000, 4,000 miles, it's still a good idea to change your oil every year, because a lot of during that year, a lot of moisture is formed inside of the engine as well. So a bit of water starts, that moisture is kind of water, isn't it? So that starts mixing with your oil, and obviously parts and things can suffer. So it's a good idea to change your oil regularly, even though some BMWs or Mercedes, I think now they sort of recommend changing the oil every 2 years or 24,000 miles. But some of the BMWs have been suffering with a premature timing chain fail, and having had a chat with one of the BMW reps, he said make sure you just change the oil every year, don't leave it for 2 years. If you otherwise you can suffer these premature failures. But it's interesting how things are. Maybe not that interesting, but it's one of those subjects. Right, I'm gonna start car. But just before I start it, I'm gonna check the dipstick. If you look at your Lexus dipstick, you will find there are 2 little dots, one there and one here. This is the minimum end, this is the maximum end. So if you were checking your oil and your oil it's somewhere in between, that's okay. If it was down here, you want to top up a little bit to bring it up. And obviously if it's up here, it's fine as well. Today, obviously, I'm expecting it to be right here. But it's going to be a little bit higher because after you run the car, some of the oil will go into the oil filter and it will come down to there. Hello, Phil. Oh, it's going okay. How are you? I was just doing a Lexus here, changing the oil and whatnot. The same hat? This hat? Or... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, this one is separate. But I've seen the ones with the hat has the light inside. And I was thinking of getting one of those because this one keeps moving. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think I like that one. I'm just gonna check the oil. My oil is good. Can't see anything really, but it's brand new oil, just above the dot. Hang on. How are you, Phil? How is the weather doing over there? Right, all is good. Time to start the car. Well, that's running just fine. Oh, you haven't? It's been, well, here I can't really say. It's cold, today is cold, but it's 3 degrees in comparison. I guess for you guys has been very cold. For us it's also cold, but I guess not as bad. But it feels cold, if that makes sense. Because the temperatures oh, -3, right. Yeah. We are doing okay, I guess, in that sense. We're not that cold. So today I was just servicing this Lexus IS. -3 Celsius, yeah, and here is +3. But it's raining. It's dark now. It's a horrible rainy afternoon. Well, it's 5 o'clock already, actually. I think I'm gonna be making an early home departure, so I don't have to stay too late. I need to get this car to an MOT this week or next week. What time is it over there, Phil? Are you at work? Oh, 12 o'clock, kind of. Oh, 12. You're off? Oh, excellent. Nice one. I'm off tomorrow. Kind of off, because I have a lot of paperwork to catch up with. Right, this car is good. So it's soon gonna be lunchtime over there, I guess. 12 o'clock. You can see how gray and gloomy is here. But now I can close. Oops. Oh, great. All the pins have dropped. Well, thanks again for all the tips the other day. The mini camera is working very well. My door doesn't shut. It's kind of out of shape. Oh, sounds great. A reverse camera. Oh yeah, that's good, isn't it? It's really helpful to have a reverse camera. Actually. I mean, yesterday I had to wet here. Yesterday I had to install, I had to replace a radio on a Mazda, which was a Japanese import, which was, the radio was wired in such a way that it had a reverse camera, so it would come on. But I had to replace it with another one, and I couldn't really get the wiring proper. I couldn't get the reverse camera working on it, unfortunately, because I'm not sure how they wired it. So basically I had this Clarion here, so I had to replace it because it's in Japanese. You can't really understand anything, and somewhere back here the camera was connected, and I just didn't know how to do it, so it will have to be, maybe installing an independent one would be better. But nevertheless, at least we have British or English radio stations, because also the radio wasn't just only in Japanese. It was also, it had it had only Japanese frequencies, which means you can only get one station, and it doesn't work. Unless you learn Japanese, but I don't know, that's a very, I think it's a very hard language to learn. I have a bit of a disaster going on here. I think the roof is falling down. And I don't know how long it's going to last. No, it's not good. It's and to be honest, they don't really want to fix it. They don't want to fix. I mean, the landlords don't want to fix it because they say that they're going to be asking us to move out of here at some point. But in the meantime, that roof is a bit dodgy, but got all these posts here to sort of hold it in place. So yes, I mean, I don't know how long more I'll be in this job, really. I think I'm gonna have to find another job. It's kind of raining in here. Yeah, you should get that camera. Get that camera going. I am actually installing a reverse camera as well on my mom's car. I just haven't finished it. I have to finish that at some point. Are you gonna wire it to the reverse light? I know some kind of wire it to the transmission, right? But to be honest, I don't know how to do that. I usually wire it to the reverse. Oh yeah, cool. Yes. So are you doing it today? Is that what you're doing today? Oh, cool. I hope it goes well. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it's a good idea to wire it to the circuit in the back. I think so. I agree. They can definitely be a pain running wires. It really takes a while, does it? Especially if it's cold as well. Do you have a? Are you inside a garage or something? I mean, here I have the garage, but as you can see, it's raining inside as well, and I don't really have a heater. But luckily, it's not as cold as obviously over there. So hopefully you have a heater. Oh wow, okay, yeah, make sure you're wrapped up warm. I have I invested in some heated gear sometime last year, a heated jacket and some heated trousers. They work with a battery as well. Especially, I guess, if you spend long periods of time in the cold, it's not good for the body as well, isn't it? Oh, nice, nice one. That's really nice. What is it? Does it heat up the whole body and the arms as well? Just curious because I'm looking for another one as well. For the one I have is technically for motorcycles, but I wanted to get one that's more specific for work, kind of thing. All right, it doesn't. That's fair enough. I have to look into one. I think there's loads in Amazon, but I guess you want one with a good review. I can get you it's time to get dinner. I'm gonna put all these things away. Need to wash my cup. Given to me by Banner, the battery makers. have to drive to my brother's house now. I have to pick up some things. Make sure everything is closed here. Yes. Lights off. Oops. It's really dark. It's raining, it's dark. Luckily tomorrow I have a day off. I think it's also raining, but not much we can do about that.